All right, all right, all right. Welcome to GUFON. How's everybody doing? Yes, we're doing it in this mode again. Ooh, hold on a sec. There we go. I couldn't sign in again. God, it's so weird how they have it. Not YouTube, the streaming service. I don't know what their deal is, but I tried logging in, and it's unrecognizable. Come on. Ugh. Ugh. Are we all here? All right. It's been terrible 2 days. I want to thank everybody for coming here, hanging out. We got a good one tonight. And hope that gets back to normal. Come on now. There we go. All right. So here we are. You guys okay? Where are you going? Save me. Yeah. Tonight, we're going to talk about Skinwalker Ranch. And I got to tell you, the information given to me tells me there's something special going on under Skinwalker Ranch. Are they going to be in the fjords? The basins of the Utahs? The Fugel? Oh, running around like a Nazi alien. An alien Nazi. Nazalians. Or an Aliati. Ah. So, I ate for the first time today since Saturday. I know. It's weird. Right? Like, how could you go 2 days without? Well, I did. It sucked. Anyway, so you guys know that, I've been going through a bunch of stuff, but I don't want to go and talk about it. But that's what happened. That's why we weren't here the last 2 days. And today almost didn't make it, but I happened to get better. I ate, and here we are. And I do want to talk about Skinwalker Ranch. Here we go. And you know how close we are. Hold on, let me try something. There we go. Is it better? Yeah, it was horrible. But it's SWR. Huh. All right, let's do a little roll call, see who's here, and we'll get going. What's up, Sky Allen? David Wilcox, not Wilcox. Cog. Glenn Collins, Sky Allen. Sean, how you doing? Hey, thank you, Captain Creamstain. Creamstain? Creamstain? Calidores, Arabios, Bezos, hello. I do too. I hate it and I love it. And now, after I learned this new stuff, forget about it. What's up, Thor? Hi, Dorothy. Good to see you. All right, if I didn't say your name, doesn't mean I don't love you. It means we got a lot of show to do. I'll try to say hi as I do this and move on. But I'm not kidding. It's a good one tonight. We got, hey, Jason Semero. How you doing? How you doing? Good to see everybody. Pat Mitch. Now, for the moderators, we're going to have a lot of people here in a little bit. Doing it this way, doing the show this way, like this, the way you're seeing it, it's good for us. Yeah, we almost had a couple hundred people here the last time. So, hopefully, it'll give us that kind of love again. That's why I'm doing it this way. More people. We need to reach more people. I'm not doing it this way because I think it looks cool. I hate the way it looks. I hate it. But we're going to reach a lot more people, which is the point. Now, I saw another channel doing it this way, and they got ridiculous amounts of people watching. 250,000 people. I know. Not at one time. But it's crazy seeing how this way is supposed to work better for us because people are scrolling, right? Oh, what's on it? Oh, I'm recommended in the UFO world. Oh, GUFON's on Ask. Let's go back there and watch. And they're scrolling and they're scrolling, right? That's why we're doing it this way. And I don't know. I like it. I hate it. But it is what it is. Now, I had issues logging in, and now I am going to the whole show. It's Skinwalker Ranch. Hold on. I want to get rid of the things that I don't need here. And there we go. I have everything I need. I'm just making it cleaner so I can see easier. I didn't have a chance to do it because I've been in bed. But give Rich a chance. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. No, thank you. All right, here we go. Okay, that's clean. Okay. The mystery at Skinwalker Ranch is one that you and I aren't privy to. Now, reading into this information that was given to me from somebody who is in our chat room, I think you might see the same weirdness that's going on there, that they're not telling us. What's going on, really, seriously, at Skinwalker Ranch? It's crazy to think that there could be a little city underground. I know. It's all the rage. They're doing it in Egypt now. Of course, now everybody's been, crazy about looking underneath, all of the sites where high strangeness happens. And we all know high strangeness is very well known at Skinwalker Ranch. Da, si, di, do, da. It's very strange over there. And it goes back not just a few years, weeks, days, hours. Oh, wait, I went the wrong way. Decades. It's been there probably as long as there have been things that are able to die. You know what I wonder? Because the underground stuff fascinates me. Let me pull some stuff. Oh. Try to hang in there with me tonight because I am going to show you. Hold on. I want to make sure I have everything exactly where I want it. Here it is. Okay. This is important stuff. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that, rid of that. I thought I cleaned this, I say. Oh, wait a second. Oh, I see. Those are receipts. Okay. Okay. So, how many people here have been watching Skinwalker Ranch over the years? Right? I have. I stopped at season 4, so I don't know where they're at now. But during that time, I watched a lot of stuff. We talked about it here. Like I would do a show about what happened on Skinwalker Ranch that week. Haven't done it in a while. Probably because I don't even know if the show's still on. It's still on? I guess it is. But there's a lot of high strangeness. Like they would drop stuff into this supposed portal and it wouldn't show up. It would disappear and then show up underground. Like they had these things on radar. And they were dropping them out of a helicopter and it would supposedly go into the vortex. But they showed everything had GPS on it. And some of these things that they dropped out of the helicopter, they couldn't find. It's as if they disappeared into you know, another dimension, perhaps? Don't know. But their data showed that the object, the one that went missing, or a few of them that went missing, they said when they dropped it, it looked like it went underground and then back out. I don't know. I don't remember exact, but they showed it that when they dropped it, they couldn't find it, but the radar showed it disappeared underground. So weird. It is. It's weird. As long as none of the data is manipulated, as long as they're all on the up and up. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's all. That's all. We don't want any tomfoolery going on, especially at Skinwalker Ranch. Hold on. Ah, hold on a second. I'm pulling up the thing I want to talk about. Wait, hold on. What's that? Oh, okay. Here we go. I want to look at. I have. Hold on. Now I'm gonna read some things from you, and this is from the person who sent me some stuff, who sent me the information. So I'm going to read to you what was sent to me because it's going to, well, make you think a little bit. So I'm going to tell you what he has here. So, hey, Rich, I've been digging deeper into Skywatcher technologies and their UAP footage, and something's not sitting right. The terrain in their videos look strikingly similar to what we've seen at Skinwalker Ranch, the mesas, vegetation, skyline silhouettes, even the general atmospheric hue. It's led me to seriously question whether Skywatcher is operating in close proximity to Skinwalker Ranch or possibly even within the is it Utah Basin region itself? Unita. Here's the core of what I found. So, before I get into that, what he said was interesting. I'm finding that the terrain looks similar to what we've seen at Skinwalker Ranch. Well, if it's in that area, right, and the same people who are friends with the people at Skinwalker Ranch probably used the studio that they used to make Skinwalker Ranch, the TV show. Yeah, that's it. That's probably what it is. Or, now I lived in Arizona for 43 years. And any time I see a TV show, like Breaking Bad, for instance, was in Albuquerque, right? New Mexico. Anytime they would show a desert outside area, I'd be like, that looks like Carefree Mountains. That looks like the McDowell Mountains. That looks like South Mountain. But it wasn't. It was Albuquerque. So I'm wondering if, mountains play the same game that clouds do and other terrain, the way we're wired to see faces and familiar things. I think that's why some of these mountain ranges may look similar. But they do. They look like Jesus. Like, I thought I was looking at the Carefree Mountains one day. It wasn't. It was Santa Barbara. I'm like, what? It was something like that. I was like, whoa, no way. How could that be? Oh, it be. Well, anyway, he goes into the core of what he found: terrain and location similarities. Skywatcher's videos reportedly show the same horizon line, mesa like ridges, the desert scrub pattern seen in footage from Skinwalker Ranch. Environmental markers like the shape of hills and even lighting appear too consistent to be a coincidence. Well, the UAP or UFO activity and the signal frequency, both Skywatcher and Skinwalker Ranch have consistent reports of UFOs manifesting in conjunction with that signal, that frequency, the 1.6 gigahertz. They get those frequency spikes every time the UFOs come around. That 1.6 gigahertz frequency spikes. Booyah! And then they're up in the sky. Booyah, 1.6. You see that, Henry? Yeah, look at the sky. UFOs. Hey, have you noticed every time the frequency it peaks, we see streaks? Yes. Yeah, I like the way you said that. Both Skywatcher and Skinwalker Ranch both involve EM sensitive hotspots and potentially psionic based experimentation. Skywatcher openly, Skinwalker historically, remote, via remote viewers. Right? What was that? Hey, who just subscribed? Jay Weezy864 just subscribed to GUFON. Thank you very much. Mucho gusto apreciado. Hey, I forgot to mention, if you guys want to help support GUFON, which is Truthology for ufology, all the links are in the show description. Yeah, description. You got Supin chats, Supin stickers, Poo Pal, Crash App. All the links are in the show description. It's up to you. Seriously, help support Truthology for ufology. See, it'll make you feel good. No, it does. Right? No, all right, whatever. Appreciate it. Hey, Dorothy Hawkins with $2 super duper chat. Throwing it down like it's 1925. 25? It's 2025. Hey, yo. How you doing, D? Thanks, Dorothy. From Dorothy Hawkins. Hey, what's this? Huh? Wait, why does it show? Hold on. Well, that's weird. Hold on. There it is. Boy, that took a minute. And David Wilcox, not Wilcox, sent $20 on the PayPal. Hey, man. Thank you very much, Mr. David Wilcox. Not Wilcox. Appreciate it. Thank you. I know. Be quiet. It's okay. Just say thank you once. Got it. Thanks. All right. That was nice of you. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. It does help. You have no idea. This is all we do. All right, let me pull that up here. So, Both Skywalker. What did I just say? Skywalker? Luke, I am your ranch. So, both Skywatcher and Skinwalker Ranch have consistent reports of UFOs manifesting in conjunction with that 1.6 gigahertz frequency. That, my friends, that's the key. It's that frequency. And from what I learned, it's a very interesting signal. I'll tell you about that in a minute. So, what about a fixed observation site? Well, it's clear Skywatcher isn't moving around. They appear to be operating from a single controlled observation post, just like Skinwalker team. You know, they're there in that area, and that's what they focus on. Well, if they're this close geographically, we might be looking at overlapping test zones or shared phenomena access, which makes sense to me, right? Just like Arizona and the Phoenix Lights. Oh, yeah, that didn't connect to anything, did it? Just the Maryland bombers. So if Skywatcher is piggybacking on the same phenomena basin as Skinwalker Ranch, or maybe it's the other way around, but either way, it would explain why both get such dense, repeatable UFO activity and why Skywatcher keeps their location under wraps, in case you haven't known. I didn't. Well, thank you. My take on this is exactly what I've been telling you. They're not going to tell us everything. There's no way, if they had any information, real information, do you really believe that Skinwalker Ranch guy, Ziegfugel, will give that information up without a price? Ziegfugel is all about the money. Count de Monet. De Monet. What movie? History of the World, Part 1. Count de Monet. Who played Count de Monet? Harvey Korman. All right. So let me pull up some information to show you. Let's see here. Where is... Here's the links. Both Skywatcher Technologies, co-founded by Jake Barber and Skinwalker Ranch Investigations, are reportedly... both of those are reporting activity tied to that 1.6 gigahertz frequency range. Here's a breakdown of what I uncovered. So, 1.6 gigahertz frequency activity comparison between Skinwalker, and Skywatcher. Maron. So, there's a frequency it emits at 1.6 gigahertz via dog whistle. We've all heard the dog whistle, right? Okay. Via dog whistle device detected repeatedly during anomalous events. Purpose? To attract or provoke UFO response. Unknown. Passive signal detection. Association with UAPs. Claims of increased UFO activity correlates with UFO sightings and anomalies. Signal controlled, emitted intentionally by the team. Detected passively? No known source. Transparency limited. Technical details available, still under investigation. Why this matters? Well, 1.6 gigahertz. Now, I didn't know this. This is all good stuff. Hold on, let me get that. Eastern Arkansas Transparency became a member Hey, oh, thank you very much. Oh, you were given a membership by Mika Churky Makaraki. Jar Jar Binks. Happy day. Okay, guys, I told you we're gonna get a lot of people. Look, see, Chicken Coop Confidential, attractors and repellents, basic electromagnetic warfare. Oh, that is unbelievable. You said that. That's crazy. Okay, that's interesting. Chicken Coop Confidential. What if there's a detection center at the freaking ranch and we didn't know? All right, well, let me pull up more, tell you about more. So, this signal, why it's extreme, why it matters. 1.6 gigahertz overlaps GPS and satellite communications, yet it's appearing during high strangeness events. That's the beauty of it all. Every time they see some weird stuff happen, it creates that signal to be active and peak. Both groups, Skinwalker Ranch, Skywatcher, both groups report correlated UFO activity with the frequency. And that may suggest a reactive stimulus, a targeting system of some form, maybe some form of communication protocol. It could be a lot of different things. But there's always the two. You got the signal and you got the UFOs. You got the UFOs, you get the signal. Somehow, some way, there's a correlation that both of these teams are finding relating to the 1.6 gigahertz frequency that overlaps GPS and satellite communications, which could only mean one thing. It's a top secret, unknown, unmanned. No, I don't know. I just wanted to keep saying but this could be a key puzzle piece in understanding engineered contact, tracking, or response behavior from UFO phenomena. This is already good. This is what this person pulled up is very interesting. So I wrote back and I said, yeah, this is crazy. I guess it could be satellite communicating on that frequency. It could be a lot of different things. They should make them. Well, I don't know why I would say that. Um, uh, don't the military use secret frequencies? What's this big deal if it's that? I don't know why this is such a big deal. Maybe you could tell me why. I think it's a military thing and we can't know about it. So that's what it's about, right? It's military. We should mind our own business. It's our top secret stuff. Stop trying to get in trouble. No, no, and no. We have a right to know if you're doing something nefarious, evil. Well, same thing. Yeah. Oh, so I said, I don't know too much about this stuff. I think it's top secret. And he comes back and says, actually, it's a common signal that's broadcast, especially in satellites, old satellites that are easy to hack. Most have small components equivalent to a scientific calculator. Remember those things? Not much goes into that, but a calculator, in my opinion, is NHI. I don't have any proof, but I think Barber and his team are hacking foreign satellites and using the 1.6 gigahertz to bring them in and bring them down. That egg that Barber, we all saw him talk about, was very similar to a weather Doppler radar component. But what do I know? He says, I'm just a dumb old country boy who worked for a military contractor for 13 years, but I'll be quiet about that. You don't have to be my friend. That is such interesting stuff. That's crazy. So, I was reading that. Don't know what the chat room's going on in there. I left that up on the thing. Sorry. Uh, What do you guys think? I mean, could be that there could be some sort of tracking of the UFOs with the 1.6 frequency. Or it's a way to bring them in, bring them down, take them down, get them, got them? Good. There's more. Oh, yeah. They is Mo. Let me pull up a map. Map. Hold on. Here we go. One thing or another, I'm gonna get you, get you, get you, get you, get you, get you one way or another. What's this? Joe Monk says, isn't that the power needed for the DeLorean? I thought you were. Hold on, let me see. Marty, bring me the flux capacitor. Hey, Doc. There it is. Hey, hold on. It's on my new watch. The flux capacitor. Oh, no. Yeah, it's a new. Oh, it stopped flashing. It has the flux capacitor on it, and it does this flashing. Yeah. What a way to kill momentum, huh? Hey, flux capacitor. See it? So it looks like the DeLorean. That's the watch face. It's a little bit blurry. Anyway, so more into this frequency and what it does and what we're trying to figure out what's going on at Skinwalker. It could be really some good stuff going on down there. Now, what's missing? Anybody? What's missing? And don't give me a bullshit answer. Stronger frequency of 1.6 will override lower frequency. Okay. The only thing I can think of that can generate 1.21 gigawatts is a shutoff. Reverse Tesla tech. Ah, here we go. You got some good shit on your mind tonight. Good stuff. Scalar interfere. Oh, yeah. The ranch could be part of a grid meant to disable and recover advanced craft. That's interesting. So you mean anything that flies over in the range is going to get hit with the frequency, and that may or may not disable the UFOs? Then Jakey and his friends get in their helicopter with the net, go in there, swoop it up, carry the egg over to the nest, drop it into the nest, and wait for it to hatch out a couple of alien babies. Am I on the right track? Mm-hmm. Ah, juicy fruit. What's up, WAF? You're like me. I'm not good in the chats. Thor's leaving us? Aw. Where are you going? Oh, where's he going? Where are you going, Thor? Crypto Billy Schumann residence. Now that is a good comment. Maybe it has something to do with that. Maybe. Interesting. What is the golden ratio? Sure, yeah. Lure them in with 1.6 gigahertz, jam them with scalar bursts, recover the tech before dawn. Ah, how did I know that? Because you watched the TV show. Right? Ah, The new format stinks. Aw, well, you're going to have to go somewhere else then. Sorry. I don't think it sucks. I didn't say I was going to do it every night, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll get more people to come in now. I'm not changing it because one person doesn't like it. You know who likes it? YouTube likes it. You know who didn't like me for 3 years? YouTube. So if YouTube likes what I'm doing, I'm going to do it. Come up with your own fucking channel, do your own fucking shit, and tell me how you like it. Tough shit. I don't care. I don't care. I'm watching everybody. Everybody. And I'm not changing it. Don't care. If the new format sucks, sorry. Don't care. I can't please everybody, and I'm never going to try ever again. We know I spent 2.5, 3 years trying to please everybody. It didn't work. So I just do what makes me happy. And then if it works and people like what I do, then maybe they'll stay around. If not, it's all about information. If you're here to just stare at me, then that's another issue. But if you want the information, whatever information comes around, because, I'm starting to want to open up and to get into the deeper dive of ufology, then that's fine. If you need the visuals, that's fine. I get it. That's fine. You got to go somewhere else. I get it. Not everything's good. Not everything's the way we want it in life. Just like we're not reaching 500,000 people. So I want to reach 500,000 people. That's my goal. 500,000 people a month. That's all. That's the goal. 500,000. All right. So there's a map I'm going to show you right now. Let's download it. Haven't done that yet. There it goes. I can only please so much. I don't care if you get in touch. Here we go. Here it is. Is that it? Hey. Hey. Uh-oh. I can't do anything. Oh, there we go. Whew. It's not clicking. Hold on a second, guys. Why won't it click? Let's try this. Here we go. New pattern sucks, man. I'm so used to looking at Rich in a better way. This sucks. I can't believe he wants to reach more people. What kind of guy is this? More people? What's the matter? 60 people ain't good enough for you? No. All right. This is the part I don't like. Right here. So I saw a way to make the screen bigger. So what I have to do for the top part. Let me see something. This is the part I don't like. And it's the only thing I think I can agree with if anybody else feels that way. And that's weird. It's showing it on that? Hold on. God dang it. Anyway, here's the map. Okay. I hope you can see it. There we go. So, why this matters. Everything about the anomalous frequencies around the 1.6. There is a potential underground tunnel system that may connect Skinwalker Ranch to locations like Dugway Proving Ground, Area 51, Sedona, Superstition Mountains, which is in Arizona, Phoenix, and even Dulce, as we say, New Mexico. all regions share UFO sightings, electromagnetic interference, radiation spikes, and even historical shapeshifter legends from local tribes. You know the ones: the wolf, the dog, the man, the wolf dog man. GPR and muon tomography, in theory, shows voids beneath Skinwalker's mesa, consistent with large artificial structures. Sound familiar? Anomalous frequencies around 1.6 gigahertz have been detected across multiple sites, possibly a comm signal or bleed through from unknown tech. See, that's what I think it's a military thing. The geology on both regions is rich in quartz, gilsonite, uranium, and naturally conductive materials that may play into high energy phenomena. Thank you, Blues Batteries. I appreciate that. $10 super. Join GUFON today. Thank you. Now that's how you support. And not you didn't, you could have just said join GUFON today. That might just inspire somebody. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Blues Batteries throwing it down. So, could there be an underground tunnel system connecting all of these places? You can see up here, right above me, we got the map. So, say what you will about it. It's possible. Whoa. There you go, right there. All the way into Utah. There's Area 51. So, I don't know. This might explain why Phoenix has so many sightings. So does Utah. So does the whole Four Corners region right here. Tons of UFO sightings. Tons. Yep, it is small. What do you mean, where's me? You guys got to grow up. Seriously, grow up. I have a solution. I'm not going to tell you. You won't like it. Anyway, so if these sites are indeed linked either by underground tech, exotic materials, or natural earth energy, we may be looking at an intentional monitoring grid, either human operated, non-human, or something in between. So I appreciate this information, but my God, there's so much going on at this place. It's remarkable. It really is. And whether they're all connected or not, I don't know. But there's something definitely weird going on there. Hold on. I have more information here. Hold on. So, we have heard about the frequency. This is the big thing. The frequency's huge because they see sightings every single time, it seems, right? The 1.6, I don't know if it brings them in or what, or if that's how we communicate. But according to the person who sent me this, he says, here's a summary of my theory on the 1.6 gigahertz dog whistle hypothesis. He says, I believe a specific frequency, 1.6 gigahertz, commonly used in military and aerospace systems, may act as a dog whistle or activation signal for certain UFO phenomena. This isn't mystical. It's based in tech. 1.6 gigahertz sits in the L band, often used in GPS, drones, and classified aerospace systems. When this signal is emitted, intentionally or not, UFOs often respond or appear shortly after. I've mapped this across reports and observed patterns that suggest a repeatable trigger mechanism. Yeah, yeah, maybe. And there's also a potential consciousness component, psionics, where focused human intent might amplify or modulate the effect. It's speculative, but I believe there's enough data to justify looking deeper. Wow. So he sent me some diagrams to help visualize the theory. I've attached 4 graphics. Signal path to UFOs, how 1.6 gigahertz may trigger a response. So let's look at that. Hold on a second. Hold on, I'm going to do this. 2, 3, 4. Okay. So we'll bring them up one at a time. Here's the first one. I believe we're going in reverse. So let's see. Ah. Hold on, I did it wrong. Okay. 2, 3, 4. Oh, they may be a little small to see, but you'll be able to see them nonetheless. Here we go. So here's the first one. This is how they're triggered. The signal sent out, bop-a-da-boop, and then it hits the UFO. Right? Right? And then the second one, sources of the signal, possible origins, including military, contractors, and unknowns. Right there, right? Who's blowing it? Military, aerospace, civilian? Unknown. Number 3, event timeline, real world response pattern. Timeline of UFO response events. 1.6 gigahertz, the pulse detected. 3 seconds later, elevated EM field nearby. 15 seconds after, lights appear in the sky. 17 seconds, object hovers, no sound. 20 seconds, disappears without propulsion. Number 4, frequency map showing where 1.6 gigahertz sits in the spectrum. Right there, and here's the overlay. So you got 1.6 in the L band, potential overlaps from satellite and GPS. Or could be an unknown source, but and there you go. Oh shit, it didn't even show up. What a dickhead I am. What a dick. That was terrible. It didn't show up. There's the overlay. Let me bring up the other ones because I don't think they showed up either. I got rid of them all. There's that. Oh, God. I thought I did everything perfectly. Well, you get it. There's no reason to keep going on about it. You guys know everything. Anyway, so there is something weird going on there. Definitely weird. Definitely weird. And I'm not so sure we're ever going to find out, just like anything else, right? Oh. What is this? Hold on a second. Oh, Chicken Coop Confidential. Oh, Chicken Coop. Welcome to Chicken Coop Confidential. Who is Chicken Coop? Chicken Coop, this is you? I didn't know you did this. Right here. I wish I could enlarge
Long
it.
before recorded history, there were the stones, carved and aligned with precision that challenges modern tools. What if the history we were taught isn't the whole story? This is Chicken Coop Confidential, a unique investigation. Led by Lucien, a brazen man in rural Kentucky. Each podcast episode explores different corners of our ancient past. The truth might not be easy, but it's waiting. Lucien has arrived.
Lucien. All right. Keep an eye on that. I subscribed. Chicken Coop Confidential. See, the thing that's happening to GUFON is I'm trying out different things. And in the process, we're finding out, look at this. You know, we don't have a ton of people here. I thought we would have, like when I did this the last time, there would be 180 people in here. But it didn't work this time. Why? Well, that makes me a little angry because now, and good for Thor if he wants to stay here, I probably won't be doing this too much if this is the results. So for some reason, it may not work on GUFON like it is on the other channel where we got 5,500 views and, you know, here we got 1,500. So, yeah, and there's 5 times less people. So you do the math. You would try it too. So I'm just trying out new things. And if it works, I'll keep doing it. If it doesn't work, I'm not going to keep doing it. I won't even do it. So, you know, like you do 2 shows a different way and people get upset. It's like, yo, some things just weren't working anymore. So we got to try out new shit. I'm not here to go backwards. So it's either this or I don't do GUFON at all. So that's the way it is right now. And, you know, I appreciate the people, the guy who sent me this information. It was very good information. You know, they talk about it on the show. I've watched the show. And it's just that I know how people read texts and look at information. They don't. If I write a text more than 3 sentences, you'll only read the last sentence. Yeah. I don't understand what's going on with the world today. People have gotten so effing lazy. It's crazy to me. It is crazy to me. Anyway, thank you to the person who sent me this stuff. You can tell people it was you if you want, but I cannot yet. But it's an interesting area. That whole basin, that whole area is just filled with things that we can't explain. Does it mean it's alien? No. Most likely, this could be something that's already here. And if there's underground structures, I don't know. I think there is. I'm pretty sure. Remember when they were at the ranch, if you watched it, and they tried finding what's in the mountain. They dug a hole straight into the mountain, and this thing hit something and it pushed it upward, like it was hitting a metal roof of something. And then they thought it was disc shaped or something like that, and it was buried underneath and it was part of the mountain. That's the mountain is the object underneath it, is what they're thinking. But that's the last I watched it, so I don't know what happened after that. But all the updates I've gotten from people and this person and specifically, it's interesting to know that they're still trying to figure out that signal shit and they still can't. It has to be, see, it can't be, I don't know if it's something that would take them down, but I think it's something that they would pick up on. Like, how stupid of an alien do you have to be if humans can figure out the 1.6 gigahertz trick. You know, hey, look, they're calling us. Oh, no, wait. Psh, you know, how many times are we going to get away with that? Oh, 100 or so? Because that's how many objects have fallen out of the sky around the world. It's crazy. It doesn't make sense. If it doesn't make sense, something's wrong. I don't believe it. I have a hard time with it. Very hard time with all of this. I think this is a military signal. I think they're using it somehow, some way. Maybe it's us. Maybe that signal is a signal to power up or communicate with the UFOs. I don't see why that's an impossibility. It makes sense. Every time there's UFOs in the area, the signal is present. I guess every time. Weird. But we'll have to see if anything comes of it. And you know, we always hear people saying something is about to happen. Something is coming. Something is going to change the way we know the world. I got a video right here from Inner Vision, that's the channel, that says, I told you something is coming, and now it's here. Hold on a second. Okay, I can't show you this. God dang it. Yeah, I can't. Nah, you know what? It's too political. I just remembered it's too political for the show. So the Phoenix Lights. We all know the Phoenix Lights. Who doesn't, right? Rose Cuckold, 2 days ago, did a show. What was the Phoenix Light incident of 1997? I gotta read this or watch this video. Let's see what's going on here. Nobody knows more about this thing than me. Let's check this out.
Arizona is clearly something of a UAP hotspot. That's why we've come here to Phoenix to investigate what is probably the biggest mass sighting in US history. Hey Lynn, how are you? Good to finally meet you at long last. Dr. Lynn Keaty's a physician. So what's she doing at a UFO museum? Well, she's one of the many Arizonans who witnessed the most famous mass UAP sighting in the state's history, the famed Phoenix Lights incident of 1997. She's spent the years since making a scientific case that it defies normal explanation. This series of sightings took the state by storm on March 13th, 1997, when thousands of witnesses across hundreds of miles reported anomalous objects in the sky.
And I hate to burst everyone's bubbles, but Dr. Lin did not capture UFOs. What Dr. Lin captured were flares. And I've proven it over 1,000 times that she did not capture UFOs. All of her videos and alleged UFO evidence is between January, February, and March. And that is when the Barry Goldwater Range does most, if not all, of their flare-dropping military exercise routines. And I don't know why they do it at that time, but from what I understand and from what I was told, is that, you know, for 2-3 months they do it there, then they go down to another place and do it in Tucson. So they go from place to place. It's not always all year round. Every single month of the year they're dropping flares. So that's why Dr. Lin got involved. Her house was on a mountainside, and she was able to have this view from where she lived of the city, and almost appearing as if she's looking down on these objects. But she's 30 to 35 miles away from the Barry Goldwater gunnery range where she saw these objects barely peeking over the Barry Goldwater range. And it looks like it's, these three massive lights over the city. It is not.
Some people saw a structured craft, not just lights.
They did it.
Yes, either V-shaped or boomerang-shaped or triangle-shaped.
Take me to the 13th of March.
Oh, I'm sorry. They did. Nobody got a picture of it is what I meant.
1997.
About 8:30 that evening, I saw lights pop up, 3 lights, far north, and...
Hold on, guys. I'm calling bullshit. I can't believe what she just said. She didn't see the Phoenix Lights on the night of the Phoenix Lights. She never did. She got them from January and February and March. Actually, January and February. What? Bullshit. She did not capture these lights on the night of the Phoenix Lights. Is that what she just said? I will get her on the show and call her out. I promise that.
Or triangle shape.
Take me to the 13th of March, 1997.
About 8:30 that evening, I saw lights.
You fucking liar. She's a lying sack of shit. And I'm calling her now. I'm going to get her on the show.
Pop up.
I'm calling her out.
Far north, and about 20 to 10, suddenly I see 6 lights pop on at a distance. I run out there with my video camera, and as I'm fumbling to get it focused, these 6 lights had turned to 3.
Liar.
Massive 3
Liar.
endpoints of a V
Liar.
or triangle.
Guys, that's not the story. That's not the fucking story. She has absolutely no connection to March 13th, 1997. I can't believe I'm watching this. This is amazing. Oh, I'm reaching out to her. She knows who I am. I've interviewed her like 6 times.
How many witnesses are you aware of that witnessed that event?
There are at least 10 to 20,000 witnesses. So
what were they
close.
saying they saw?
It was very silent. We have pilots and professionals that were right underneath these, what they called canisters of spinning energy.
Guys, have you ever seen the pilots come out and talk about the spinning energy underneath the UFO in 19? Me neither.
They would look up and think that it
Never
was
happened. This woman is on another level of, well, that's what the pilot said. I don't remember. I've seen them. I have the movie. I never remembered any pilot saying they were directly underneath the UFO and looked up into the canisters. That never happened. Not once. What's going on? She thinks we forgot?
going to drop down on them.
What
However,
a lying
not everyone
bitch!
took the sighting seriously, including then-Governor Fife Symington.
Talk about a lying
Let me
dick!
just say that I believe it a serious offense for
I wish this guy would meet his maker. This guy's a piece of shit liar.
anyone, human, space alien, or otherwise, to engage in mysterious activity in our nighttime skies.
A decade later, Symington would not only admit to having witnessed the Phoenix Lights himself, he'd also admit to believing it was an alien craft.
By the way, myself and Bill Burns, you guys know Bill Burns from UFO Magazine and UFO Hunter, the TV show. He and I talked about this this governor and his lies about seeing the UFO. He claims he saw the UFO. Now I want to hear the story some years later, because he says he went to the park to go wait for the UFO, just in case it was coming by, because he saw reports that there were no reports at 8:15, 8:30. There were no TV reports at all until 9:50, when Channel 15 News said, coming up in the next 10 minutes, a Phoenix Light show, and and all that started. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable how bad he's lying, how bad I think she lied. I'll have to look back. Maybe my memory's lying to me.
At the time, though, he was successful in downplaying what he and everyone else had seen.
That put a lid on it for a while. But as an investigator myself, I called every military base. And I get a call from one of the heads of PR at the Air National Guard. And she says, "Oh, Dr. Lynn, I think we know what those lights were back in March." And she says, Maryland Air National Guard was in town sending off military illumination flares in Operation Snowbird.
Flares became the official.
Guys, boy, is she a lying sack of shit. First of all, that's not how it came to be. The way we found out they were flares, not because Dr. Lynn did research, that lying bitch. You don't have to lie, Doc. There was a news team that went out and was doing news outside on the side of the road, and they saw the flares in the distance. And one of the the cameraman goes, "Didn't that look familiar?" And that's how the Phoenix Lights became the Phoenix flares. Not these kind of flares, but this is just amazing how she thinks we forgot what happened. Doesn't she know? Terrible. She is not the reason we found out about the flares. It was one of the news channels. I think it was Channel 15. ABC News in Phoenix. Unbelievable.
Explanation. But Dr. Ketai says the Air Force failed to duplicate with flares what people say they saw.
3 Air National Guards
never
came in
tried.
town right before the 3rd anniversary to show everyone, they really publicized it, the Phoenix Lights, and talk about a joke. Not only did they fall apart immediately, they tried to make a triangle, and one of the lights just fizzled out. There was huge smoke trails, just what flares do to date. The Phoenix Lights have never been
All right, hold on, guys.
reenacted.
Do you see what they're telling us the flares are? This is Dr. Lynn downplaying the reality of it. The reality is they were flares. And that is exactly what we've been seeing. I've recorded the Phoenix. If you want to see a recording of the Phoenix Lights, I have them too. But they're flares, and I proved it. This has gotten out of control with her. She lives in another world. And I don't care how mad she gets at me. I don't care if I hear a message, get a message, or find out she saw me talking about her lying. I don't believe a word she's saying. Because she is not part of March 13th, 1997. The only reason she's a part of it because of what she recorded months prior and 2 years before. Why 2 years and the year before? Because in January and February, they do flare droppings. Nobody else would know. Nobody else knows this. No, I'm the only one. I'm the only Phoenix resident pointing out the bullshit now. Ex-Phoenix resident. Wow, I got to tell you, it is fun for me to see this shit play out in real time, and I'm still alive to see it. Unbelievable.
The Phoenix Lights have never been reenacted or explained.
Do you buy the line that the Phoenix Lights were flares?
Well, they weren't flares, we know that. So what?
No. This guy doesn't know what his dick looks like. He hasn't seen it in 30 years. Trust me.
You're referring to something we call white phosphorus flares, usually dropped out of the end of a
Oh my God, that's not the flares they were dropping, ass face.
aircraft. They're very luminous, and they're used for nighttime illumination or for targeting.
Sure.
What happens is that they flare up, they come down on a parachute, and then they dissipate. They burn out, right?
That didn't happen.
That did not happen.
Dude, you know what they do? Did you see the video they showed us? Look at his fingernails. Look at how disgusting. He chewed them all the way down. He has got no fingernails. Oh my God, look at how bloody disgusting. He's worse than me. Do you know that's why they keep showing us this stupid flare
Up, they
thing,
come down on a
these
parachute,
stupid
and
thing.
then they
Line that the Phoenix
See, the thing is, the Phoenix Lights, I'm going to pull up the frickin' sighting now. Phoenix Lights were the video you seen, the one that's popular, was taken from 30 miles away at night in the winter. It was nighttime for 4.5, 5 hours already. It was dark. Okay. And they drop those flares that last 5 minutes. If you ever seen the video, you'll never see the flares swaying back and forth, meandering out of position, but they do. And everybody who watches that video is shocked when they find out that they actually do drift a little bit. And they didn't go out. They dropped behind the mountain, the Barry Goldwater Gunnery Range. That's what happened. That's the story. And they have nothing else. You take away the flares that the Maryland bombers dropped, you don't have Phoenix Lights story. You don't have anything. You don't have a documentary. This is unbelievable what bullshittery is going on with the Phoenix. They act like we don't remember 18 years ago. Well, how long ago was it? Oh, 30 years ago almost. 28 years ago. Hold on. Here. I'm going to show this to you. Yep, it's going to be small. Sorry. Real small. Jesus Christ.
Lights incident occurred on March 3rd.
So look at that. Do you see them barely? Does anybody remember that? 3 on top of each other, like 3?
1997,
So this is when the flares were dropped.
when thousands of people across Arizona,
Now, does that look like a straight line to everybody? No.
including
It's
Phoenix,
not a straight line.
reported seeing
Right? But everybody will tell you they fell in a straight line. They did not.
mysterious lights in the sky. The event consisted of 2 main sightings, a V-shaped formation of
And right here, oh boy, it is too small. God, I hate it too, but what am I supposed to do? There we go. It's a little bit bigger.
lights that moved silently across the sky.
But look, they didn't. They didn't move silently across the sky.
And
They
a
were
series of
flares and they were just silently drifting. And you couldn't see the smoke from 30 miles away. But every time they show you what the flares look like, what do? They show you a close-up of the airplane shooting them off in three directions? Show us the real flares.
stationary lights that hovered over the area. Witnesses described the lights as massive and eerie, with some believing they were part of a UFO. The U.S. Air Force later claimed the lights were flares dropped during a training exercise, but many remained unconvinced, fueling speculation about extraterrestrial involvement. The Phoenix Lights incident occurred on March 13, 1990.
Phoenix Lights with flares.
Well, they weren't flares, we know that. So what you're referring to is something we call white phosphorus flares, usually dropped out of the end of an aircraft. They're very luminous, and they're used for nighttime illumination or for targeting.
Sure.
What happens is that they flare up, they come down on a parachute, and then they dissipate. They burn out, right?
That didn't happen.
That did not happen.
Did you see what Lou just did? Biggest unknown. Watch his head say, go like this.
That did not happen.
When does he ever shake his head like it's like he's taking off?
Didn't happen.
That did not happen.
That right there is a bold-faced liar saying that didn't happen because he doesn't know. And the reason he did it like this is because he emphatically wants you to believe him. Because he's lying. He doesn't know shit. For all intents and purposes, I don't know shit. All right? I'm not exempt from the I don't know shit clause. Don't you think I don't know? No. Don't you think I know don't know everything? I know I don't know. But I know one thing. This guy definitely doesn't know. And especially about the Phoenix Lights. I'll run circles around that fruit.
Two just disappeared.
Let's assume hypothetically that it's an
You see why you don't get to see Dr. Lynn's timestamp? Where's the timestamp? Oh, I didn't know I was supposed to put a timestamp for evidence. But it's on the is it metadata? It's on her metadata. I bet you it would tell you that right there was not shot in March. It was shot in January and probably of 1995.
alien intelligence.
That's what Dr.
Why
Lynn's known
would
for.
a non-human intelligence go and fly craft over a town like Phoenix in such an overt way?
Phoenix itself and Arizona itself is open. And there's a large history here of Native Americans that are very open to these phenomena. It's been happening for centuries. Supposedly there are vortexes, they call them, and portals. And as the Native Americans, they believe there's a portal or gateway in that area.
These vortexes are said to be concentrated centres of energy, which, it's claimed, act as interdimensional portals. Yes, this theory seems far-fetched, and yet the portals exist, according to John Dover, a retired paranormal investigator with the Navajo Rangers.
Don't throw that in the trash.
It's a good story. It's a nice little video they did. Hey, I'm all for, any updates on the Phoenix Lights, but Dr. Lynn saying she recorded the Phoenix Lights? That I don't ever remember. Like, out of all the things, that's the thing I'm going to forget? No. Because I would have called her out on it a long time ago, just like I have before. And then she came and well, why are you saying those things about me? Because I don't believe you. I know that her story doesn't jive with what I know. And she never, ever. The only reason she got into this is because of what she recorded the months prior to the Phoenix Lights event. That's what she's known for. There is only one video of the Phoenix Lights. And that was from the Christens, Michael Crikeston, I believe his name. I can't remember how you say his name. But he lived on a mountain just like Dr. Lynn. It might have been the same mountain, but it was nearby. So the geography remains the same. He was 30 miles, she was 30 miles. That's why their videos look like they do. They look like flares. Unreal. And I love how they show us the flares up close. Of course they look different up close. And of course they look different during the daytime. I love how News Nation puts in a daytime video of flares shooting out 3 different ways of the airplane instead of showing us how the Maryland bombers did it with 5-minute flares. Because I believe in that video, we do see them pop up. But about 3 minutes in, they start to disappear. Why 3 minutes? Why is that important? Because they're 5-minute flares. And the ones that I've recorded, I've timed them. And they're exactly 5 minutes. It's crazy. There are 10-minute flares, but they'd have to be dropped from a little higher, obviously, if they're going to use the same, structured device with a parachute. The weird thing about the lights, that even the ones I captured, they look just like the film. I'm pulling it up. I'm going to pull up my Phoenix Lights. I'm going to show them to you. I'm telling you, where Dr. Lynn, she's not being truthful. Nope. Not at all. Sorry. Not at all. All right, let's see. I want to see something. Shit. I have to look for it. It's going to take a second. Don't worry. Here, I'll bring you up so you can watch with me. I'm on the Wayback Machine looking for it. God damn, it is small. See, I don't like that either. Hold on. Give me a second. Phoenix Lights returned. That's not the one, though. That's not it. I want to see the flares. Oh, we got to find it. Not going to take much longer. Oh, here's my Jelly Man. I wonder what my Jelly Man video looks like. Oh, it looks nothing like Corbell's. That's right, I remember. Never mind. You know, I think I'm going to have to come back to this, which sucks. Because I'm not sure if they're on here. It should be here. 2006. I thought it was an 06, so this can't be it. It's not on here. Let's see. I got a couple more pages to go. Whoop. Flares, flares. Where are the flares? Nope, I may not have them on here. Phoenix Lights hovering? Let me see what this is. I don't know what this is. Okay, check this out. Here's one of my sightings, I think. You can't hear it, though, unfortunately, but oh, look how small it is. See, look at that. It looks just like it. Just like Dr. Lynn's. This is mine. See? Same. Same thing as Dr. Lynn. Except you know what these are? Airplanes. Planes. But look how big they were. That was my point, proving that airplanes can look like the Phoenix Lights. Look at that. Looks just like it. But that's not the video I wanted to show you. I don't know if I have it here tonight. I don't know why my volume's down. I don't know what to say. I must be too far away or something. Oh, don't worry about it. Let's see. Where is it? I don't think I have it. Let me see if I have the football. I want to show you the football. I called this the Golden Boys, but this is a football. It should be changed into the football. This is a very good sighting I'm going to show you. See, here is one of the eggs that I believe. Do you know the sphere that was just captured? allegedly captured a few weeks ago, right? In that Peru, wherever the hell, right? Well, that's what this looks like. But without high def, and this is high 8, you know, you don't get what you want. You get this. Plus, back then, I didn't even have a stabilizer on the camera. But I'm doing the best I can. But there it is, a football shape. Now watch. It's going to open up, and then it does this crazy thing. There it goes. It opens up all that shit came out of it, and then it sealed back up. See that? It doesn't make sense. And it kept doing it. And it wasn't cyclical, because there it is, tight as it could be, wound up. And then all of a sudden it starts to open up. Right? You can even see, I know you can't on this, but there are spikes that come out of it. There's 4 spikes. I know it doesn't make sense, but you see the spikes. I wish I did have it on the bigger screen now. And the spikes mean it's about to open. Watch. And it opens. And you can see 2 spikes off to the side. It's weird, guys. It is the weirdest thing. And then it closes. You tell me. How does it get open like this, which looks like balloons? I know it's hard to tell, but then it closes up. I have one. I recorded it for about 5 minutes, and then I had to go somewhere. So, yeah, it didn't move. It was going against the wind, but it was weird. Really weird stuff. Huh. And the last, I guess I don't have the fleet sighting, the video, but I do have it. I just don't have it here on the, it might be on the home page. That's right, it might be. I remember putting it up on the home page. Flares versus, let's see. New Phoenix Lights video, YouTube spiral, case for NASA. Seeing UFOs TV. Joe Rogan interviews. Hoaxer tells all. Let's see if it's here. August. Okay, it might be here. UFO researcher comes out of the closet on the AZ UFO show. Yes, Sam Willie said he was a homosexual on my show. That was a first. See? A lot of firsts. I know you can't read it, can you? Well, this doesn't matter. I can't. Hold on, here we go. Is it down here? Here we go. Flares, Phoenix, Arizona. Full description, no. 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 I guess the flying humanoids. Unexplained. Let's see if it's here. White Jellyman. Strange flashing. Detailed UFO in Sedona. That was a good one. TV interviews with me. Channel 5, Channel 3, Channel Phoenix Lights 9-year anniversary with Dr. Lynn. Ah. Chemtrail video and pics. I guess I don't have, wait. I guess I don't have it. Let me see something. See if I have this with Dr. Lynn here. It's popping up. Whoa. Do you want to buy this? I don't have the interviews anymore, I guess. Let's try this. No. Didn't work. Well, that's it. Anyway, I couldn't prove to you this moment, although let me check one more area, that Dr. Lin has flares. But I really enjoyed the information we had given to us about Skinwalker Ranch and Skywatcher with Jake the fake barber. All right, let me look, see if I have my flares here. That's a balloon test. Slow. No, I don't think I have it. No. Oh, wait. Is this it? Oh. No, that's not me. Shadang! I don't think I got it. It don't matter because I can get it anytime I want to. Yeah, I definitely don't have it here. That sucks. I thought I had my flare sighting saved. That was good. I was going down the road at about 80, 90 miles an hour because I saw the lights in the distance. I was at a Jack in the Box. And I was at the end of the city limits in Chandler, Arizona. Riggs Road and this Val Vista, I think. Yeah, it was. And I'm all the way out there. And across from me, across the street, was desert, the Indian reservation, as far as you can see. And to the right, at the Barry Goldwater Gunnery Range, were the flares. And that's the video I wanted to show you. I could bring it. As a matter of fact, I might make a video. of that. That'll be fun. All right, that's a wrap. Now, tonight, I was going to do an RSA show, but I don't think I can the way I feel. So that's going to be tomorrow. We didn't do Rich Saves last night because I was sick. Still am, but I should be fine tomorrow. That's for damn sure. And we'll be back with RSA and a members video for GUFONers. Yeah, I made something. I didn't post it yet because I want to watch it to make sure it's accurate. That's it. Thanks again. Yeah, it was a little small on the screen. That did suck. But hey, I'm not a big fan of this, just so you know. I don't like this view. I hate it. So I may never do it again. Because I hate it. I do. Like, I want to get the most views for GUFON possible. Especially while we're live. If it didn't work, I'm not going to keep doing it. It didn't work. Should work every time. So it didn't. I may do it one more time and that's it. But I don't know. We'll see how the views goes after. Wait a freaking minute. I just looked at my clock. Oh wait, I'm freaking out. It said 8:27. And now it's 8:45. I'm telling you, I just looked down. All right, that's it. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. That's weird. I'm telling you, I know what I just saw. We'll be here again on, what's today? Thursday. We'll be here Thursday. Tomorrow for Rich Saves. Keep an eye out, members. We got that video coming and some other stuff. Thank you, everybody. Hey, if you ain't looking up, you ain't looking out for ufology. Oh, truthology for ufology. He does it for you. That was a little snotty. All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a great rest of your night. We'll see you Thursday. Take care. Bye-bye. Alien bless. Sorry.
Look at this thing. It's rotating. most treasured sites in Christianity.